Good snap on that one.
Dang.
Effortless. Fold that arm. That was really clean there.
Yeah.
Now let's just make sure we have that new setup, that really nice, solid, dynamic setup in the same drill. Just in what you fell back a little bit into that rounded backward look.
I wasn't even thinking.
I know, and that's why you need a pair of eyes outside looking at you. So you're gonna have a really good setup, but you're gonna do the same little half drill. Good.
Didn't whiff it.
So what we're doing right now is we're forcing a feeling, and when I take the strap off, when we take that strap off, we need to try to right now capture this feeling so it stays without the strap. It's not only the connectedness here, but it's a unified attack with that connected right side. We don't have a pretty connectedness here and then disconnect.
Yeah.
We've got to have a unified drive with the right side. Just quality a shot. You're just not gonna hit it better. I don't care if the strap's on there or not. You're never gonna say, "Oh, that's a good shot," but you need to hit it 15 yards further. No, not this close. That's a beautiful shot. That's petty. You can hit that petty. A little left to right breeze. It's drawing a little bit. Not bad. It's drawn forward. That's looking really good. Feeling all right? Yep. Tomato plants. Now, does it feel like the strap is helping you reinforce the feeling?
Yeah. Yeah. Just help. It won't let me blow out.
Yeah, exactly. It's a good way of saying it. It's a good tempo right there. That was your best. That was
Felt good.
really good tempo. Very effortless tempo. Nothing was forced in that one. You just kind of let it happen.
That was my best one, and then I hit that one, and it was better.
Pretty good start. Sounded
I like
good.
that.
Huh?
I like that.
Yep. Good. One of the difference in that last swing is every once in a while, I think when you get disconnected, the disconnect occurs very early on in the backswing.
Yeah. It's immediate.
And then sometimes you just come away a little quick.
Yeah.
And so you've got to have a feeling that when that club starts to move, this stays connected.
Yeah.
And that you're thinking about hinging and folding and not pulling that arm back. So that last one was a much smoother backswing. It allowed you to stay connected. Sometimes you pull that club back away a little too quick, and your forearm your upper arm comes off the chest or off the side. That was beautiful tempo. That was almost painfully slow.
Felt good.
But the right tempo for the backswing for you is going to have to be closer to the painfully slow than.
I don't need a bunch of speed in there.
No, it's got to stop somewhere. It's going to go to 0 miles an hour at some point.
I mean, there's no need for me to go swing way back here to try to generate
Every once in
more
a while,
power.
you just get a little quick on that takeaway. So the first 6 to 12 inches of takeaway need to be real smooth. Then you kind of trust the rest of it. That's awesome. That is awesome. I've seen you hit 3 in a row so effortlessly. I mean, just I've seen the ball do that a bunch of times, but not with this swing, not with this controlled swing. Power's not conscious; it's already there. It's built in. Your conscious mind doesn't need to think power. If power's going to be there, whether your conscious mind thinks about it or not. Your conscious mind needs to embrace the smoothness.
Like that?
I do. Tell you, you're hitting that baby draw every swing, every club.
That hinge helps me get there, I think. Well, obviously.
That'll be something I'll need to just talk about each time now. Just make sure you have that early hinge.
Look at that.
I think if that takeaway is very repetitive, the rest of it has a much better chance of falling in place.
My elbow staying where it needs to be?
It is.
Good.
Unified right side. Beautiful. On the green.
I like that one.
Wow. Wow. I love that one. I love the height of that one. That's going to just sit like a butterfly on a green.
Yeah, that was sweet.
Hit that big boy.
That's good, man.
Hit the big boy or a 3-wood?
Oh, let's hit the big boy. Let's see what...
Wow. Good start. High draw.
Yeah.
I think that's the other thing that this tucked position does is it takes it inside, makes it easier to hit outside to get that draw every time.
Yeah, that's what I...
When you get disconnected, you go over the top and cut across the ball too much.
Yeah, you know, I was thinking the same thing a little bit ago too. That I'm getting that ball flight that we're looking for because I'm getting that takeaway improved.
Right. You don't get off the plane. Man, I was watching your position just then. I need to tell the computer, remember that one. I want to review that on tape. That looked really good. What was your mental correction then?
Slow down a little bit.
Okay. Yep. Sometimes that allows your legs to stay in charge. Sometimes you get your upper body going fast. You go over the top.
I tell myself not to try to swing smooth, not hard.
Yeah. Oh, that's pure. Shoot, we ought to make it legal. Very nice. Justin, going to compare your swing from our last session to one about the middle of May, and look at several different positions, how drastically you have improved your positions. Here we are at the setup, and that's an obvious adjustment. We can see much better setup, much more dynamic. I'm going to take it back to the 3 position, which is when the left arm is parallel to the ground in the backswing. Let me position these a little better. Couple different things I can see here. One, if I draw a line from the far vision of the elbow, this elbow is actually slightly inside the hands. So you're keeping that elbow tucked, whereas on the left, you were letting it swing out behind you. There's also a better angle in this shaft here and the arm. You have a much better, stronger angle there. So that's very good. Take it back further to the top. And if I draw from the center of the wrist to through the elbow, you're here versus here. Much better position of the right arm. Very good. Continue down now to the 5 position, which is when the left arm is parallel to the ground on the downswing. Right about there. Again, a much better position on the right. Good load in the hands. You can also see a much better use of the right side. Don't quite see all of the right foot on the left picture, but it's clear that it's pretty flat. There's mostly an upper body swing, and you can see that your right hip, right knee is moving right there. Long before you get to the golf ball with your hands, your hip and right knee is connected to that elbow, and that's pulling that back foot off the ground on the outside edge, which is optimal. So that's very good. As you go through, that right foot is just quiet. It's not moving much at all. It's just all upper body. You're just kind of throwing your hands at the ball. There's no unified right side hitting that ball. This strap has really helped you develop a feeling of hitting it with your whole right side, not just your hands. Now here you are without the strap, and I've drawn a line from the wrist to the elbow, and a much better position on the right. Looks like the arrow on the left is 58 degrees, the arrow on the right is 7 degrees, so that's a 12-degree adjustment. That's very good, and that's pointing much more to your hip, which is what we want to do. Very good. Here you are post-impact. Again, you can see a lot more right side, lower body right side hitting the golf ball, just evidenced by how the back foot is off the ground. So you obviously have a lot more weight on your left side than your right side when you look at the swing on the right. You're still a little bit flat-footed on the swing on the left, so you're starting to get that unified swing where your upper body and lower body are in sync. Very good.